Alright, so moving on to the next topic, let's take a moment to talk a little bit about the work environment. This panel over here, you just go to the menu bar, options, and you click over here in the work environment. Now, the work environment has many sections, which we're gonna cover in a minute or two in the next lesson. But for now, I just wanna point out how you can use the profiles and how the profiles are structured. So as I said earlier, you can use, for example, the architectural profile in order to model your architectural project. It gives you all the necessary tools just for the architectural field. And let's say I'm gonna use the map engineering profile, which will turn on all the map modeling tools and will maintain also the viewpoint group and also the document group of tools, which we're gonna be using anyway for the documentation. Same applies, for example, if I go over here, apply profile, and let's select structural engineering profile. Let's activate the option, and as you can notice, it also will change. I'm gonna have wall, column, beam, but also I'm gonna have some structural analysis tools which engineers can use in order to work on the structural criteria of the project. So in short, this is a really quick way in order for you to change the profiles. You can select any profile you want and start using it by just clicking over here. And also something I really want to focus on is the work environment. Let's say you want to click over here, work environment. This is the menu where you can manage and configure everything related to what the profile options are doing, basically, in short. You can say you can configure the user preferences schemes like the dialog boxes, the sections, colors. You can configure, let's say, keyboard shortcuts. You can configure the workspace schemes, the tool schemes. There are many quite useful options you can manage in this menu in order to improve the experience while using ArchiCad. Now, some of these options we're gonna be talking little by little, like for example, more options, enable distance guides, which is a new feature ArchiCad 27 has, but let's say it's still in the experimental phase. You can turn it on and start using it by clicking more options over here. For example, we can also configure our keyboard shortcuts. If let's say you're a Revit user and you want to press a specific key in your keyboard, like for example the Y key, and the Y key will enable a specific command. So this is something you can configure in the keyboard shortcuts. You can, for example, click over here, select all commands in alphabetical order, and let's say I want to find the command line. We select the command and apply the keyboard shortcut. Also, something the work environment profile will mainly change is the tool schemes. You can configure how your tools are distributed in groups. Let's say right now I have activated the structural engineering tools, and by default I have 1, 2, and 3 groups. This is something that you can configure over here in toolbox groups, because ArchiCad also gives you the option to create new groups, to rename groups, delete groups, and also define which tools we're gonna have in each group. And besides the toolbox, you also can still configure as many things as possible in this menu. So take 1 minute, 2 minutes in order to get a quick glimpse of the menu. And in the next lessons, I'm gonna give you some examples of how you can use these options in order to configure a little bit more the distribution of tools you got in ArchiCad.